still
totally
twitching.
Hey guys, and welcome to the Vampire Diaries After Show here on the stream.tv. Guys, first of all, we missed you so much, and I feel like so much has happened in the Vampire Diaries world. We got Nina and Michael leaving, and then we got this witches vampire thing going on today. I'm like, oh my God, I'm just so excited. But before we get into it, I'm your host, Meghan Lamontagne, joined by my vampirelicious co-hosts, as always. To my left, Jessica Hickam.
Hey guys.
To my right, Melinda Hale, and then the lovely Rachel Rowland. Okay, yes, so we need, a lot of you reached out on Twitter and said, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen now that Nina and Michael are leaving? I feel like they started to set it up tonight with the whole cure thing.
I definitely did. Like, news is out, and they're not hiding it anymore.
Right.
Yeah, so obviously we're sad. We're sad about Nina leaving. But after they announced it, I sort of went back to the season we were just watching. I was like, you know what? Now I saw that coming. Her story hasn't been
Both
really
of them
prominent.
have been pretty
Both of them
absent
has been.
from
But I'm just
MIA.
kind of disappointed because, like, she was the show for so long. It was like young girl, small town, two vampire boys.
Right.
Now, what is the show?
I think it's going to focus on the brothers.
Yeah.
And I think that'll be great. I mean, and also, I mean, it's been 6 seasons, and in every actor's life, you just have to spread your wings and do something else.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're going to miss her, but I'm proud of her for, like, realizing, hey, I need to do something else.
I mean,
Oh,
part of me.
yeah.
Go
I
ahead.
just really hope she goes out with a bang, because I feel like this whole like setting it up for the cure thing where she's like, I just want a baby. I'm like, don't make it so cliche that we know she's gonna take the cure. Like I feel
Right.
like they're setting that up. Like I really hope it's something big that we're like, all right.
Okay, Melinda has a theory, though, and I actually really like Melinda's theory.
No, I think she's going to get the cure, but I think they're going to compel her to forget them,
Yeah.
so she has no recollection
Could you
of any of
imagine
the
how
vampire world, and she
sad?
can just start from being 17 again.
That would
But I
be
love
mind
that.
blowing.
Well, maybe college.
She
That
would
would
be
be
like,
mind-blowing.
Well, she'd be college, yeah. Well, no, she'd be 17, because when did she turn?
Well,
remember that
but
ages
she
you.
age it. When she'd take the cure, it'd be however many years she.
Oh, that's true.
But
So she'd
she
be
was
like,
still
okay.
she'd be still young.
Yeah,
Still
she'd be
be
like
young,
18.
young enough to have a life.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But I forget which one of you said it, but it totally, I mean, it made me sad, but I loved it at the same time. What if Elena and Matt got together? Who said it?
I said it. I said it. The hospital scene, they were like having this moment, and I was like, oh my God, they're totally gonna end up together. And Meghan like squeals, like, ah! I'm so
loved
excited.
that
Okay,
idea.
then how are they gonna do that though if they compel her to forget everything? Because I just feel like there's so
that's
much
true.
going on.
Vampirism,
And he's the only
He's a
human.
human.
Oh, but
Yeah,
what
but
about
then,
Joe
guys,
and the
I'm so
baby?
excited.
Like, I really
They're
hope
not-
they don't
she's
like
not
compel her to
vampire.
never leave, like, or never come back, because it's like I want her to be involved, like, still in
Right,
their lives.
that's a
No,
good
but
point.
But that has nothing to do with vampirism.
But they
I
can't
would say
keep
they
it a
can
secret.
compel that, like, hey, we're vampires. You're gonna forget that you fell in love with us. You forget that you knew that we were vampires. Maybe you know what I'm saying?
And
I
it
just-
would make
she
me
would
sad.
still then Stefan and Damon would still be in her life, and wouldn't she still have feelings for them, and she'd still be attracted to them? It would be complicated. She would have to remove herself entirely.
What if they send Matt away with her?
right.
Well,
As
either
a
way,
protector.
Her
Either
leave,
way,
Matt go with her.
we'll
And
find
Jeremy.
out soon.
They'll meet up with Jeremy,
Yeah.
and it'll be happily ever after.
Yes. What didn't we have a tweet come in from PLLAS Big A, Brittany McCullough, we love
Yes.
you. You had a really great question because we're talking all about Nina, but also Michael Trevino is leaving as well. And you basically asked, do you have it up left?
Yes.
Okay. Go
So
ahead.
she asked, how do you think that they will write Tyler off the show?
And that's a good question too. I don't.
I don't know. I would actually love to see him go to the originals because they have the Wolf storyline on
That's
that show.
true.
It
But I have
would.
no idea. So I don't know.
Well,
but I think it'd be
wasn't-
cool
who-
if he went to the originals.
Who mentioned it too of them? Elena possibly, or Nina
I
going
did.
to
Yeah.
I
the
heard that
originals.
she wants to be on the originals. The rumor was that she loved when she got started on that show, and she really wanted to transition
I
over.
would love that.
I just don't know how they would incorporate her into the whole thing.
Because
she
you-
would be a different character.
Because also-
because that's what she was
You
on the
think?
originals. She
No,
wasn't
well,
Elena
she's already
when she was
been on the originals as a doppelganger, so they
But
would
not
have
as
to.
Elena, though, is what I'm saying. So she wouldn't go as that character.
She could be another
Well,
doppelganger.
definitely tweet us in, guys, if you want to see Elena and Michael go over to the originals or what you think's going to happen. We want to hear all about it. Hashtag TVDAS. Moving on, though, Stefan got his humanity back. When he opened his eyes and we saw, I was like, oh, thank you. I was so excited. But now brings up the question of, do we trust Lillian Salvatore?
No,
No.
Yeah.
no.
No, but I think she was genuine when she. Well, I think she's got good intentions with her sons. I think she's trying to help them.
I'm just,
somehow.
I'm
she does
really,
not.
I
yes.
have no idea. truthfully.
Melinda brought up a point of that when I was like, I don't believe anything with her. Like, I was just like, I feel like everything's a big lie. But then she did say that she was like, maybe she's trying to protect them by lying all about it. But I'm just like, there's something not genuine
there's
about
something
her.
off. There's a
Right,
disconnect
she's
about
definitely hiding something.
Right.
But I do think that like when she was telling Damon that she just didn't love him, I think she was doing that to protect them. I think she does love them.
But I still am going back to that I think she's the newest villain.
She is, 100%.
And so what I'm saying is that she wouldn't love her sons if she's the newest villain. Like, I feel like...
Well,
No,
especially
it can't
because
be that cut
I
and
don't think
dry.
she's such
Right.
a great actress, because when she was telling Stefan all of that, I mean, that was force-fed by Damon. You know, so none of that
Yeah.
was genuine. And I think this whole episode we were kind of teetering on the fact of, is she genuine, is she not, is she being real, is she not? But then clearly we see that she's just total Ripper status, turning Enzo, which we find out that many of you were right on about, but freaking turning a whole coven into vampires and having her own little cult.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what I'm
maybe
saying.
she wants
You
to
can't
protect
trust a
them from
woman with a
that.
cult.
Because she knows, like, maybe she still has this, like, obsession with the Heretics, but she knows that they're bad news and does want to protect her children, so she's acting like she doesn't love them.
I think she definitely has her humanity back on. I just
But her power, like, whatever power she's going to get from this cult takes over.
Right.
It was all about the Ascendant. That was her only motive. When
Yeah.
she got the Ascendant from Damon, that was
That's
a
all
game
that mattered,
changer.
right.
And I also think the cure is a game changer with her as well. For some reason, she was really obsessive kind
well,
of
she
about
can't
that.
take it. Does she know she can't take
Not
it though?
that it's that, but I just think that the cure, she's going to be the variable with that whole cure story. You know,
Well,
how
I
you're
think-
saying it's not going to be as easy. I think it's going to be because of Lillian
Yeah.
Salvatore. It's going to make
I
it
don't know.
hard.
This episode, though, she really seemed like, Damon, why haven't you given it to her? I think she'll actually be on the give it to Elena train.
I
And
think so,
maybe
too.
that will be the conflict, is that Damon really doesn't want to, and maybe she's just going to spill the beans to Elena, and that'll just divide that
Oh,
relationship.
yeah.
Maybe.
Damon
That's
had
true.
that moment, like, you could tell where he almost was going to tell her.
Yeah,
I mean, I
'cause
think
he
he has
asked
that
her, I mean.
moments. I think
Yeah.
he cares about her, but I think he's really conflicted right now. It's like, do I lose you or
Yeah.
do I love you?
I know.
Yeah, but if you love someone, you want them to have
Poor
the best life
Damon,
for them.
his heart was just being
Right.
ripped out
I
this
know.
whole episode.
Beaten
But
up
that's why I think that
emotionally.
he will give her the cure, because he does love her.
I think he will too. It's just like, will he do it before someone ruins it for him?
Between his mama being like, yo, I don't love you anymore, and then Elena being like, I think I want to have a baby, and
Yeah.
I can't have that with you, so you suck.
Oh no! She was so much nicer about it than that.
I know, but that's how he took it. Okay, so before we move on, I want to give a huge shout out to VampireDiariesOnline.com. Oh my gosh, go check them out. Amazing site. Also follow them on Twitter at TVDFansOnline. They are now putting our after show on their site, and we are so grateful for it. So thank you so much. We will be forever giving you lots of love and tweets from here on out, because we're all part of the TVD family.
But it's so exciting too because they know so much about the show as well. So
Yes.
it's like a whole new set of opinions, and it's awesome.
I love it. Okay, so now we have these witch vamps, which are called, what are they called?
The Heretics.
Oh, the Heretics.
I like witch vamps better.
Which vamps are
How do we
Whamps.
think their story?
Oh no, that sounds awful.
That sounds horrible.
Lamps. I'm sure that means something totally
Right.
inappropriate.
We have no idea.
Don't
Urban
know.
Dictionary, that
I
word.
don't know at all.
What is going to happen? Like, what is going to happen if the Ascendant works? She brings them back, and I mean, clearly they're going to come back. We know that this is going
And
to
Kai.
happen.
Yeah, there's a
Kai.
couple of things that are definitely, I definitely think, because I think you were the one that said it, that Kai's gonna, I hope he becomes a vampire because he's with them in that area.
I think
Yeah.
we talked about that.
Yeah, I think
I-
that, yeah, they'll turn him. I think that'd be amazing because one, we miss Kai. He needs to come back because I'm done with this Enzo and Sarah storyline. They need to
Oh
come
my
back
gosh,
with a good
what?
storyline.
That was horrible.
Right, it was,
Well, it
but I
just
think
was
they're
so
going to be like the
pointless.
Travelers, like have that whole storyline
That's
like the
true.
Travelers.
Yeah.
With the Heretics now.
I think it would
Yeah.
be awesome if Kai became a vampire and he like lost the Luke side of him once he became a vampire.
And so he's just
And so he's
vicious.
just back to
Yeah.
being vicious.
Right.
And eating while he's angry. Just eating while he's killing people nonstop.
I mean, we definitely want to see Kai back. There's so many great characters that we are constantly missing each week. And like you were saying, I definitely could have done without the Enzo Sarah story. I mean, the reason why we had to see Enzo was we needed to learn that Mrs. Salvatore was the one that turned him. But other than that, I mean, I missed Bonnie, I miss Kai, I miss, and Sarah
Jeremy
just needs
right
to go.
now.
Jeremy.
Especially this episode with Matt and Tyler when they were.
He would have fought for them.
He would have.
It's like, where's
He was
the
always
third
fearless.
musketeer in this whole scenario?
So let's move on to Caroline being freaking Taylor Swift. That whole scene.
Which I love.
It was.
I loved every minute of it.
We were talking, like, were any of you the type of children, I know I was constantly putting on a performance for my family, and if they weren't watching or 100% paying attention and clapping for me, like at 3 years old, I would scold, and I felt like that's what Caroline was doing.
Amazing.
Hilarious.
As a 19-year-old vampire.
Yes. So we had Stefan, Caroline, Matt, and Tyler all in one room. Basically, they're about to kill these two guys that they have been friends with their whole life, and then Tyler stabs Matt, and my heart broke into a million pieces.
We were all freaking out. We were like, is he leaving the show
We were
too?
like, does he have a ring? Does he not have a ring? Like, what's going on?
And he doesn't.
He doesn't. Now we know.
Yeah.
There's no way he would like the fact that he survived that, like a little unrealistic.
I can see it.
I mean, if he wasn't got a spleen or something,
I feel like missed all the important parts.
Just lucky.
I don't know.
But he knew. He was like, I'm good. No blood. Like, if he was really dying, would he really have refused the blood?
I know. Yeah, so true. But it was, I don't think I've ever heard a more true statement from Matt when, Elena was kind of offended. Like, why didn't you take my blood? And he's like, Elena, do you know how many times I've died? We all cracked up laughing because it's so true. Like, the poor kid has died so many times, and it's just like, he's just over it. And but that's why I really like the whole Elena Matt maybe coming together at the end.
They were totally setting that up. Of that he was saying, he's like, I can't say I hate vampires and then use you when I need you. They're setting it up of they might just send Matt away with Elena.
Yeah, well, we want to hear what you guys are thinking. Tweet us using the hashtag TVDAS, and we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Just in case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live.
Just in case you missed it live.
Oh, just in case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live, I'm doing something right now.
So we're all super excited.
So this is dancing.
So what would that be, like a 7?
I cannot. I literally cannot. You guys have got to get it together.
Don't hate the player, don't hate the game. Hate the contract you didn't get.
He's a coward. He's a giant chicken shit.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's going to be like hurricane. Whoa.
Watch out for those girls. They are gagging them.
Hold the phone.
Hold on.
Bro.
That the more brutal you are, the more power you have.
Right.
That was sexy. It was hot. It was heated. I was into it.
You are gonna be the most high-paid hooker in the world.
Go ahead and invite your friends and everybody. Tell your mama. Tell them don't ahead, turn the stove off and get up on the computer so we can get on the stream.tv.
Thank you again for joining us, and until next week, bye-bye.
Hey guys, welcome back. We missed you. So casual. What? Hi guys. Welcome back. Would you like some tea? We missed you. We missed you. No, but now's the part of the episode where it's all about you. We shout you guys out. We get to your questions. So we're gonna go to the lovely Jessica over here. Who we got on YouTube? Hello.
All right. I mean, we've got so many people on YouTube. I love reading all of your comments. Like all of you who put in like capital letters like no when we
what were we talking
suggested
about?
that Nina go over to the originals.
No.
Oh, they don't want it.
That's a no go.
I was gonna say that. I was
go.
gonna say that they might get upset about that.
Tiago Silva,
okay.
you're not for it, but
I love Tiago Silva.
still think Michael should,
we've got
though.
a
It
booty
makes
bumping
sense.
mama who's all about it.
I love
She wouldn't fit. I agree. She
Yeah.
wouldn't fit. I don't know where her
I
place
think Tyler
would
would do better
No,
than
absolutely,
Nina.
because there's a
Well,
whole
sure.
storyline on there.
I also feel like she's doing this whole thing of like she wants to focus on something else in her life and all of that.
Well, she
Maybe
said she wants to
hashtag
travel
the Ian
and
Somerhalder thing.
Yeah.
So like for her to just go to another show that's a spin-off of it, I can see the fans being very upset about
Yeah,
that.
it just
I definitely think
work.
Nina's going to take some me time.
Yeah,
some
she
alone
needs
time.
it.
Who knows?
and
She can
start
move into
doing
something
movies.
else.
Yeah, who knows? All right. Anyone else that
Oh,
we got?
I mean,
going?
we've got a ton of people on. Jayla Vincent, thank you so much for joining the conversation. Nicholas Kelly's got some awesome insight. Yeah, so many of
Fantastic.
you.
Thank you. Oh, sorry.
No. We're good. We're good.
We're good. Okay. Now we're going to go over to Rach. We have some awesome fan questions that we got throughout the week. So who do we have first?
Okay, and I apologize if I butcher any of you guys' like Twitter names and all of that. So the first one we have is @Dre5DS. Does Caroline become the lead actress since Nina is leaving, or do you see Sarah Salvatore instead? I feel Kat is next to leave also.
Yeah, I
that's
think
a
Bonnie's
great
totally
question.
gonna leave.
You think Bonnie's next as
I
well?
thought
She
she was gonna focus on her
wasn't.
I
music.
know.
Yeah.
I mean, she's left like 3 times and said she was going to do that and then came back.
But I'm really going back to that party that they had in Atlanta on the lake when Nina and Michael were saying their goodbyes. I think if Bonnie was going to leave too, she would have been part of that.
Oh,
goodbye.
I think she's staying, but I just don't know why. Because, I love Bonnie. I love
She's just
Bonnie,
been
but
so
she seems like
absent.
she wants to leave,
Right.
and she's been so absent from the show for so long.
Right.
I feel like that's.
But they need to give her a wrap up. Like,
And I feel like she's such like free spirit. She's just like one day gonna be like, I'm leaving. Can you guys write something like I'm done? Like I feel like that's just how
I don't know
she's
if she
gonna-
can do that. Like I think the reason that we're seeing all these characters opting out right now is
'cause of
because their
their
contracts
Yeah.
were up, and so they had the opportunity to do that if they wanted, and she didn't. So she's locked in for at least another season.
well, they only have one more season.
One more season.
Yeah.
Really? Right. Yeah. One more
think,
season.
right?
Season
Isn't it-
7.
Are they doing more?
confirmed
No, I
that
don't-
it's the official last season?
Oh my gosh, could you imagine? Like that would
would
be
hope.
record breaking. Season 8. What other shows in history have gone?
Well,
to
it's like
season
Glee.
8?
Like
Grey's
all those
Anatomy?
characters started leaving.
Grey's
and then-
Anatomy's on like season 20.
That's
I don't
different.
even know
Yeah,
what they're
that's
doing.
totally different. I can't.
other
Well,
day,
I
I
don't
was just
know
like,
if they're
this is still
confirmed, but I
on.
can't imagine there being more after this
I don't think
season.
there will be.
I can't
maybe.
imagine. What would they do?
Okay, let's see. Let's see.
But
if
with the
you
Sarah
YouTubers
Salvatore
know.
thing, she needs to go. Like,
Okay, yeah, so
there's
I don't
no
think they're
point.
gonna-
Enzo needs to go.
Yes,
She
right.
needs to go. I just think because so many people are leaving, if they bring in new characters, it's just going to be ridiculous. I think they need to have the Heretic storyline, make it about the brothers, and then we say farewell.
It's been fun.
As much as I love
said.
Vampire Diaries, but there is a time and a place for everything to end.
I just
Right.
don't
You know.
know how it's gonna end with just the brothers. So like,
I feel like they can come up with something pretty good.
Yeah, I think so.
yeah.
And I've read, and I really like this. I don't know where I read it, either on YouTube or on Twitter, but somebody's like, it'd be interesting if now the love story is about the brothers, and they
Yeah.
just get back to each other and how they loved each other, and they were
then
very,
what
very
though? And then
close.
they spend
need
eternity
some
together.
Well, yeah.
Just-
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, they're brothers. They're best friends. I would love to see that. I'd love it to be the focus on them.
Yeah.
I know. Family.
Family.
Alrighty, so our next one from you guys is from @PLASBigA. Now that Elena is leaving, do you think Bonnie and Damon will get together?
Someone actually commented on YouTube just a second ago and said that Julie Plec confirmed that Bonkai is not happening.
Okay.
Or I'm sorry, no, because that's Bonnie and
Damon.
Kai.
Yeah.
But so Bayman could be
happen.
happening.
Yeah.
Bayman could. Yeah, I definitely can't see Bonkai ever happening after her PTSD.
No, she hates him.
No, she like her post-traumatic stress. Yeah, no, that
But
would
we were
never
still,
happen.
I think who was Rachel?
might have.
Was like, I think Rachel is still on the
Might have
train.
been me, I'm like, there's hope.
Right.
No,
Every relationship is dysfunctional on this show. There's hope.
It's true.
I mean,
so
I think
true.
Damon has to go through a mourning period because obviously whatever happens to Elena, she's gonna leave. Damon's gonna be upset. So in order for Bonnie and him to have a relationship in a season 7, I feel like it's very quick. I'm not sure.
They did the
But
get back
every
together
relationship
so
on the
quick
show's
though.
quick.
That's true. It's so true though. I don't know.
Since you don't want them to just go off with being brotherly love ending the season or whatever, maybe it'll be Bonnie and Damon
But I just-
and what's her name and Stefan.
Well, okay,
Caroline
so
and Stefan.
I think Melinda's idea with the Elena ending is so good. I just don't see how they're gonna deliver on another good ending like that. If that's what they do. We don't even know if that's what they're actually going to do.
I hope it's what they do. I think it'd be amazing.
I think that's great because it's heartbreaking yet satisfying. And I love that. But otherwise, I don't know what the brothers
how it will end. It's very good.
Everyone's eyelashes are on point tonight. Sorry, I was just like kind of zoning out for a second.
Like, I'm not listening to any of these comments.
Like,
your eyes look great, everybody.
You are all amazing. I don't even know what's going on. Okay, what's the last Twitter question?
So, here we are. We have @lab_queen asked, how do you think Elena will leave? Cure, body swap, prison world, or death?
What's the body swap
That's what Rebekah
option?
did in the originals.
Yes.
So she body swapped, and now she's like still on the show, but as a new character.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
Oh, that's so interesting.
But I don't think that that's not gonna. I don't think that's gonna happen in Vampire Diaries.
I really think it's gonna be the Cure, but I kind of hope it's not. Or they do it with like a bang. Because I just feel like we still have, like we have 4 episodes left and they're already talking about how she's like, I want a baby. And so it's like, okay, she's taking the Cure.
I mean, they did build it up from articles that I've read that it's going to be epic and amazing. And yes, I agree with you. Having the Cure would be amazing, but it's almost like I want them to think of something that none of us have thought of, you know, to add to the storyline.
Really throw us. Of like,
Sometimes when they do that, though, it's like, you know,
like what?
I know.
Like Dexter, like we don't want that.
I didn't watch that.
I didn't
Okay,
well,
all you fans out there who know what I'm talking about.
I watched a couple episodes, but you know me with blood. I can barely make it through Vampire Diaries.
All of us were like, okay,
Yeah, I saw your faces, and I was like, okay, never mind. Apparently, I'm the only one who watches every single TV show on.
You're hilarious. I love it. Oh my God.
Which, speaking of, this is just a little fact, where they filmed like the docs and everything, that's where they filmed part of Walking Dead. And that was cool.
Oh, there you go. Give your
Yeah.
shout out.
Well, shout out to all my Walking Dead watchers if you watch
When
the
is that
after show.
coming back
Not
on?
till September.
You guys
But I
got
love you guys.
a long
Yeah.
wait.
I know.
You got a long wait.
I
Yeah,
know.
PLLAS comes back in June 2nd. So it's just crazy. Lots of shows. We love TV here. Okay, so was that our last Twitter question? Was that our last one?
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you guys so much. Oh my gosh, like I'm so excited for the next upcoming episodes with these new storylines that we got tonight. Tweet us. We love you. We love VampireDiariesOnline.com. Anything else? Lots of
so
love.
excited to be back.
Tweet
Yes.
us.
Yay.
Awesome. Yeah,
Finally.
So much.
Yes, so we will see you next Thursday, same time, same place, after TVD airs on the CW. And yeah, we'll see you next week. Bye, guys. Love ya. Bye.
Hey guys, for more Vampire Diaries After Show, make sure you hit that button and subscribe to the stream.tv.